Tina Turner, remembering her tonight as her friend and another legend, jazz pianist and composer Herbie Hancock, who recorded a song with her that was part of his Grammy-winning album of the year in 2008. He joins us now by phone. Mr. Hancock, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry it is under these circumstances. What an incredible life Tina Turner lived. When did you first get to know her?
I first met Tina back in about 1977, something like that. And I actually met her through friends of mine that are Buddhists. Like, we all practice the same Buddhist religion. Members of SGI, Soka International.
What do you like?
I saw her at a meeting.
What would you like people to remember about her?
She's a very dynamic human being. A lot of feeling in her heart. And she had a joy in her life. I think you can hear that from her music. Even though her life wasn't necessarily that joyful in the beginning, but everything changed. Everything seems to have changed right after she started practicing Buddhism.
It's incredible to think that she started when she was in high school singing backup in Ike Turner's band, and then became the star, obviously, of the Ike and Tina Turner Review. She wrote something in a magazine, or she said something, she gave an interview in a magazine a couple of years ago, and I want to read it because she mentions you in it. She says, when I was going through some of the hardest times in my life as a solo artist, some of my jazz friends, Wayne Shorter and Herbie Hancock and their families, took in me and my sons and helped me get back on my feet. We would sometimes chant together for several hours, and I would dream about a future in which we'd all be happy and successful. So winning the Grammy for Album of the Year for River, the Joni letters from Herbie and Wayne was very sweet. Do you remember that time when things were not going well for her? She left the Ike and Tina Turner Review. She obviously was an abusive relationship. She was very public about that. Do you remember those days?
Absolutely. Because I remember her going over to Wayne Shorter's house. She was a friend of Wayne and his former wife, Anna Maria Shorter. And she was really trying to escape Ike. And she went into the house. Actually, Wayne and Anna Maria told me about this because I wasn't there at the time. And they said that she came in and was telling them, I can't go back with Ike. And then Ike must have found out where she was going, or maybe trailed her in some way. And they went right to Wayne and Anna Maria's altar, started chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And it seems that Ike walked up to the door, stopped, turned and went back to his car. And she didn't see him after that. He just disappeared. He must have felt the vibe.
The power of Buddhism.
Sorry?
The power of Buddhism.
The power of Buddhism, right. That's the power that comes from your own life, actually.
And for her, that was something that really she felt saved her from the abuse in that time.
Yes. Yeah, it was like the key component that made her life really turn around. And she began to really adamantly practice Buddhism and encourage others to check it out for themselves. Because, that's what this Buddhism is about. You practice for yourself and you practice for other people.
I want to just play Proud Mary was her first top 10 hit. It was the first top 10 hit that the Ike and Tina Turner Review had. It was also, they got a Grammy for Best Live Performance, Best Group Performance. I just want to play a little bit for our viewers of Proud Mary, because, there's just nothing like Tina Turner on stage. So let's just watch this for a second. incredible is that, I mean, to this day, that was 1971 when they came out with that song.
Nobody had energy like Tina.
Yeah. I mean, you can't help but just smile and, I mean, just want to get up and dance to that song. It's amazing.
Yeah. And I'm a terrible dancer. But for that, I would get up and start dancing. You don't want to see that, though. You want to watch her, not me.
But it's extraordinary how, I mean, she came from nowhere. She was a high school student when she started, and just through the force of her talent and her will, she propelled herself onto the greatest stages around the world.
I mean, it's remarkable how things began to turn toward her advantage. And everything just seemed to all of a sudden start opening up. You know, in Buddhism we talk about the lotus flower. That's a key component to our practice. That the lotus flower is born in a swamp. But it's a gorgeous flower that continues to bloom, and its seeds are actually on top of the flower rather than underneath. And they represent simultaneous cause and effect. And so we believe that human life is like that.
Yeah.
And when you do this practice, things begin to blossom.
And it blossomed for her. I mean, once she left the I Continue Review, I mean, things went bad for a while. I think it was 84 when she came out with the What's Love Got to Do with It. There's a performance she did with the Rolling Stones and Mick Jagger. She opened for the Rolling Stones. They asked her to open for them in 1966 with Ike Turner. But that was from Live Aid,